If you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description and you'll find items such as this, a soy story. Got some news coming out of Kotaku. By the way, I can't stand their website. Not just for the obvious reasons, but their layout. So their layout is really weird. Like half the screen, I have it zoomed in so you don't see it, but half the screen to the left almost is all ads. So most websites will put it on the right and the left, but Kotaku for some reason puts all their ads over on the left and scrunches the article towards the right. It's like the only website that does this. So it's just kind of a weird setup because you're going through it and it's just not normal. It's not what you're used to. Because like I said, most websites have them over on the right, or it's a mixture of both. But Kotaku's got to be different. Sorry, a little bit of a rant there, but I just can't stand their design. So they did an article about NBA 2K announcing WNBA players, and of course, everything is against the whammon. Everything is bad, and people are making memes, stuff like that, and some of them are kind of funny. It's not really a big deal. In fact, I went and looked around on Twitter to see if anyone was making a really big deal about this. Nobody is. Nobody really cares. I don't care that they have the WNBA league in the game. I think they're setting themselves up for some issues, and we're going to get into that. But, they announced WNBA players. The whole league is in the game now. Not really a big deal. I think they do this with FIFA as well. They put the male and the female leagues in there. Not a big deal. Nobody cares. Now, whether or not this is going to be, a very used mode, we'll see. Because here's the thing, the attendance for these games, for the WNBA games, is very low. They're not high. I think they maybe peak around like 8 or 12,000. The little bit of research I did on it, and you can just watch the games, and you can see like nobody's in the stadium. If you like the WNBA, I'm not trying to be like nitpick on you. I don't care. I don't watch it. I do watch the NBA, but I just never really cared for the WNBA. The ratings aren't that good either. From what I've heard is when you buy an NBA ticket, it supplements the league. Like the league basically is like a revenue parasite on the actual NBA. I can't 100% confirm that, but it wouldn't surprise me. So it literally just sucks money from the NBA. Now, whatever. That's not what the video about. The video is about them blowing up this outrage. So we go down here and we see this. So somebody made this meme, which immediately I thought was kind of funny because you got the old whamming in the kitchen thing, got the crock pot here, and they took all the buttons like A and B, fold clothes, X and Y, feed the baby, A, B, and X, do every single house chore. It's kind of a funny meme. Most people look at this and will have a sense of humor. The left joystick moves vacuum. And also, here's another nitpick about the game. They're not being very realistic. Now, the NBA 2K games pride themselves on realism, but you look here at the stadiums, and they're pretty packed. They're sold out, in fact. That's not very realistic. Sorry, it's a bad joke. But anyway, what's going on here? So they're saying that people are making a big deal. Like I said, this is the only thing I've seen. Now, we're going to go through the article a little bit, and they talk about how over on Reddit, people were posting this meme over and over again. And they talk about how, we had to go and take the meme down a bunch of times. And they're pretty much censoring anybody that has a problem with it. I haven't seen anything, like I said, other than what they've posted here. For all I know, Kotaku could have made this themselves just to kind of, manufacture stuff. WNBA chefs. So I actually looked up WNBA chefs and I found nothing. I don't think that account exists. I think it's just on there as a joke. But this article, we're going to get into it now, and it's manufacturing a lot of stuff. I think this is a manufactured outrage. I think this is fake. I haven't seen anybody really complain about it. I looked it up. I don't think anybody cares because you don't have to play this mode. But before I get into the article, let me say this. You better step it up, 2K, because if this mode is lacking in any way compared to the men's mode, you're going to get blasted by Polygon and Kotaku, IGN, GameSpot. All these outlets are going to come after you every year. Why is the Whammons mode not good enough? When are we going to get a Whammon version of the game? How come there's no Whammons on the cover? Where's the Whammon edition? I guarantee you're going to see these articles. I promise. They're going to get attacked, and then they'll bend the knee, and they'll have to put resources over this. And here's another thing, and somebody points out, I saw this on a different thread. Instead of doing this, like, why are they doing this over, like, getting their servers? I actually play NBA 2K, and let me tell you, if you want to play online, the servers are trash. They're terrible. But, hey, we don't need to work on those. So anyway, yeah, I'm just letting you know, 2K, you better step it up with this mode now every year. You think you can just throw this in here and it's not going to be a big deal? Oh, no. They will come for you. Pitchforks out, torches lit. They will come for you. They're going to give you a slider this year because you actually put it in the game. But next year, if this mode, you better have the option of doing a story mode with a Whammon, and it better be just as in-depth as the mail mode. You're going to have all of that in there, or you're going to have pitchforks coming for you. I promise. So we're going to start down here a little bit. The first part of the article is not really that relevant, so we'll just go down here. So as soon as the news dropped, there was a vocal portion of the community who was strongly against it, said the head of the NBA 2K subreddit moderators, who goes by the online handle YYY2K. Some had reasons, like how this was an unneeded feature that took time away from the development of more important things. I think that's a fair point. Despite what you want to say about it, that's not a bad point to make about this. Because like I said, the servers for the game, if you want to play this game online, are terrible. They're not good. And if anybody can back me up in the comments, please say so. If you play this game, you know I'm right. The servers are trash. And they're not really ever fixing it. They always get a pass for this in the reviews when people do reviews on it. It's like, when are you going to knock the game down for being lazy on its servers? If any game needs a beta testing, it's this game. So then they say some players went for the really bad Whammon comments, jokes, memes making fun of the Whammon and the WNBA players. He's modded dozens of those over the last couple of hours, he says, in part because Reddit and Twitter are both places where memes can trend in an instant, and so far the cool thing to do has been to make these terrible, terrible comments. I looked around on Twitter, I didn't see much. I gotta be honest. I looked around for a good 5-10 minutes searching. I really didn't see anything too terrible. I didn't even see this meme, to be honest. And they make it look like this is some popular thing. This is probably the one example of an extreme meme. Which, honestly, if you got a sense of humor, it's kind of funny. It's not realistic. This isn't true. They get out there and they do their athletic thing too. It's just a joke, man. People just can't laugh anymore about anything. It's so stupid. So they say here, why are females in the game? This is an L. We all know girls can't hoop. Who are some of the comments below in the NBA 2K's trailer on Twitter? There's way too many comments to shift through that thing. I'm sure they're nitpicking like 10 out of 20,000 comments because it's a very popular game. Somebody makes the My Kitchen joke. Now, here's the thing with how they have this set up. My Player is where you make, your own player and you build them up. You do I don't know how to explain this unless you play sports games, but there's like a franchise mode is the typical thing. Or, no, that's not right either. You create your own player and you build him up, you put him on a team, and you only play as that player. Maybe that explains it well, but they call it My Player. So they're calling this My Kitchen as, My Career mode. So there you go. It's funny. That's a funny joke to me. It's not even that bad. I think that's a pretty tame joke. But of course, this is a huge deal when it comes to Kotaku. We can't have any fun anymore. We can't just joke around. You got to police everything. Everything has to go unless it, meets the definition of what they consider humor. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go through this article. I made my point. They make what they're doing here is they're taking a couple of things out of what they found, right? And they're making it look like this is some huge thing. No one cares that this mode is in there. Now, the points that are good are the ones that are saying, hey, your online servers are trash. Why are you doing all this and you can't put some money into your servers and make them better? I think that's a fair point. For the people that do want this mode, great. I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, they've opened up a can of worms with this, because this game and FIFA, the EA games are very underdeveloped. Story modes, stuff like that. Madden kind of got a little bit better. But all the other games have very bare bones games. Putting the women's leagues in the soccer game, not a big deal, because they don't really put much in there. You can pretty much just copy and paste everything over there and not really waste anything. NBA 2K games have very, very high bells and whistles when it comes to their story modes and stuff like that. And they're going to have to do it now for the WNBA players, because if they don't, they are going to get so much backlash for this. It's going to be really funny and entertaining to watch. Mark my words. If they don't give that version of the game everything that the male version has, you're going to see a crap storm big time on them. So, good luck, man. You're going to have to dish out more money than you thought possible for this. And it's going to be really funny to see statistics played in this game. Like, I wonder, how many people actually play this version of the game. I don't know. But like I said, I'm sure some people in the comments go, oh my God, he's so against this. Like I said, I don't care that it's in there. Not a big deal. But I'm just saying, no one's really that upset about it. This article's not showing any sources for anybody actually being upset about this. But I do make the point that next year, they're going to have to deal with a big storm if they don't put everything into that mode like they do with the Dude one. So watch and see. Anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're still subscribed. Share the video, please. YouTube doesn't do that. Do this with all of your favorite content creators too, not just me. If you like a video, you like a creator, share their videos, because YouTube's not doing it for us anymore. They're not doing it. They don't recommend us anymore. They pretty much, unless you're an authoritative content, they're not touching you. So we depend on you guys. That's probably the most important thing that you can do anymore, is share your favorite videos wherever. Just post it places. Put it on anything. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Follow me over on Twitch. Trying to build that platform up. Have another platform to go on. We're almost up to 1K followers over there. Appreciate everybody that's going over there. With that, I'll see you guys later.